Hello and welcome to my Tarot Corner. Every day it's a struggle to decide what to read about because even if I do have a list of things that I want to read about, the morning comes, the new videos that were posted at night are available, and new shenanigans are starting, so never a dull moment. But yesterday I posted one of Neil Sean's videos on my community post. It was a video in which Neil Sean claimed that the Sussexes wanted to adopt the Queen corgis. And I said that I will look into that and why, and I'm going to use the BS detector. I haven't used that for a long time. I think it's about time to do more than just an SOS for this reading, because I want to look into more than just is it true, but to see the reasons, what is behind that, if it's true, and then I'm going to even take a card to see if the dogs, how the dogs would have felt if the Sussexes had taken them. Now we know that didn't happen. The corgis are very well taken care of by Andrew and Sarah. But what is the reason that Meghan and Harry would even like to take the corgis after Meghan herself ditched one of her dogs when she moved from Canada to the UK, after one of her dogs broke his two front legs in mysterious circumstances. So why should they, and why would they take two more dogs? They have now three, as far as I understand. They took just one more rescue beagle lately. So why would they do that? What is there to gain from taking the Queen corgis? And I think that most of you have ideas in your head, but I would like to see what the cards say. So this is the White Cat Tarot, and this is just one explanation, just one example of how to get good decks in good prices. And this is a deck I got on YouTube. Of course, it's secondhand, but it is the Russian edition of the White Cat. So the booklet is in Russian, but this is a Los Carabero deck, and all Los Carabero decks have on the cards, they have the name of the card in more than 4 languages, and it's very easy, especially in Rider-Waite tarots, to Rider-Waite clones like this one, to understand or to know what the card means without the need for any kind of explanations. So this is just one tip of how to get good decks in bargain prices. So let's start by clearing this deck and say my disclaimer. This is a tarot reading. It is vibrational. It is open to interpretation. It exists as assumptions and speculation, and as such may or may not be true. So please do your own research and decide for yourself. So let's clear it. Okay, and let's start asking. So, what is the truth behind the claim that the Sussexes wanted to take the Queen of Corgis after she died? If they did, then why did they want to take the Queen Corgis? Is it true? Is it false? What is the truth behind the claim that the Sussexes wanted to adopt the Queen corgis after the Queen died? It broke my heart to see King Charles selling the Queen's horses. I'm sure that she would have cried for that, because it was one of her really adorable and something that she really loved and cared for, and everything that is connected to animals is always very heartbreaking. So let's start with the first card. And the first card is the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles, that's a card of profit that usually comes after working hard. So, but if we're looking at whether or not, why, or the reason, or what is the everything that is connected to why they wanted those corgis, it is all about the money. This is a card that speaks about success. This is a card that speaks about gaining monetary gain. This is about abundance. This is about happiness. This is about perfectionism, and even, let's say, over materialism when it's badly aspected, but we still don't know how it is aspected because we don't have the next cards, so we'll have to see. But it is about the money. So this way or that way, the corgis were linked to the monarch, linked to the queen. They need more and more links to the royal family because their notoriety is fading. They are losing more and more reason for people to listen to them. I mean, how much can you milk 2 years of being royal? So the queen corgis were probably in their minds a way of getting some kind of clout. Maybe they planned to use them to gain some kind of a profit. I don't know, but this was a materialistic design or the materialistic wish. Okay, so that's the first card, and the second card is what is true here. And what is true here is the Ace of Cups. Okay, so the Ace of Cups is a very positive card. It speaks about renewal and flow in the material world. It speaks about abundance. So once again, the truth here that they want abundance. And this is a card that tells us that yes, they did want the corgis. They wanted the corgis in order to gain their whatever they wanted. This is about gaining gaining some kind of freedom, gaining some kind of abundance, believing that they deserve that. So this is a yes card. This is a yes answer. So this is usually I take the first card. I'm asking for the false, but here I asked for the truth, and the truth is that yes, they wanted the corgis. They wanted the corgis because they allowed them to keep the flow of abundance, to keep the flow of the connection with the royal family, keep everything flowing, keep the renewal of their clout, renewal of their link to the royal family. And this is why this card came here. And what is false about this claim and what is false is the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is a card that comes after the Ace. The Ace of Cups is a card that is perfect. Like all aces, number one is always a round, perfect card. And then comes the two and splits the perfect ace into two. And the twos are always a call for some kind of action. It's the first action that is needed in every suit. And in the Suit of Cups, it is about being the suitor and not waiting to be courted. So this is when it is positively aspected. When it is negatively aspected, it shows how passive they are. It shows that they are in a way conducting themselves in closed eyes. They are not seeing reality as it is. They, in a way, believe that everything must come to them. They don't see that they need to be active, they need to be the ones who do things in order to gain that abundance that they want, in order to gain the Nine of Pentacles that they want. They don't see that. What they see is that they deserve everything. They want to be the one who are courted. And when they just left the royal family, they were courted. But now they need to be the one who are courting others. And right now, it's very difficult. People are not so keen to collaborate with them. So in a way, adopting the Queen's corgis were some way of them getting some kind of notoriety. I wouldn't be surprised to learn that they were meaning to use them in some kind of advertisement or some other way of utilizing those dogs to their own gain. So let's see how will it pan out, and or more than that, because we already know how it pan out. How did those dogs felt on if they had been with the Sussexes, or how do they feel about Harry and Meghan, because they were in contact with them. And we get here the Knave of Wands, which is the Prince of Wands, or the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is a card of someone who is never steady, is not a steady person. Dogs need stability, and this is a person that is always jumping from one bandwagon to another bandwagon, because he never finds anything that is igniting him, never finds anything that makes him enthusiastic enough to stay. So those dogs realize that the Sussexes are people that are starting things but don't go all the way. They knew that they would have been miserable. They knew that they would have been utilized in order to create things. And for the dogs, this is like something that the dogs know, dogs feel. So they knew that this is not something good for them. I don't believe for a second that those corgis sat like small puppies at Meghan's lap, and I can believe very believe that they were barking at Harry whenever they saw him. So the dogs would never have been happy with the Sussexes. They cannot be happy in a place where there is no stability. And this is a card that shows that the dogs understand and realize that. So altogether, the answer is yes, they did want the Queen's corgi, and mostly, or let's say only for their own monetary gain. Now, this deck I haven't used in my channel until now, and I always wanted to, and today I'm going to. So this is the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. Now, I also have the Wild Unknown Tarot deck, which is a deck that really asks you to tap into your intuition. Yeah, into your intuition. It is not a Rider-Waite deck in any way, and I do love it, but it is really it's a job. It's difficult. It's not easy to work with it. You need to work with it a lot in order to really feel it. And when I haven't worked with it long enough in order to feel that I can. I have several decks like that I just don't feel good enough to work with, and but I do have the Wild Unknown archetype cards that I love, especially that they are round cards, and this makes them very hard to shuffle. So this is one of the problems with those cards. So let's start with clearing the deck. And this is a card for the corgis, just to see how they feel right now. So the queen corgis, how do they feel right now? How is it with them, for them, with Andrew and Sarah? How much they miss the queen corgis, and how they feel right now. Okay, so let's see what card we're getting. And for this deck, I really have to use the guidebook. So I'm getting the shark, so I'm going to open the guidebook and read. So the shark is all about directness, exposure, revealing true nature and desire. The shark is only dangerous when we don't acknowledge it. This card indicates that something big needs to be exposed. It's lurking in the depth and creating tension. Shark energy takes over us, and when we are hesitant to be honest, to be totally ourselves, or to say what we really want. It may be tempting to continue pretending nothing is wrong, but when shark energy is at play, we feel its presence encircling us. So this card is describing very well the dogs, the way that they reveal the true nature of the people that are in front of them. They know how those people feel. They expose them. They expose their desires, and they are very direct. They show people when they don't like them. They show people when they do like them. But it is showing that they are. This is a card that is very much a card of honesty. It doesn't tell us how they feel about the queen and the fact that the queen is not here, but I do believe that the shark energy is an energy that shows that the dogs are showing how they feel to the people that are taking care of them. And this card, because it came out, it shows us that they feel secure right now. Otherwise, we wouldn't get the shark. We would get another card that is showing a instability. But this card shows that they are in a stable environment and feel strong enough to show how they really feel. Okay, so this is it for this reading. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.